Probably makes it a little more special.
That's right. We saw a little bit of a package earlier where the Eastern coaches talked about some of the strength of the youth volleyball in Alberta. This is arguably the best volleyball province, top to bottom, in the country as far as developing talent.
Terry Daniluk told me earlier this week that when he recruits, he's not only competing with the other universities, but he's competing with the colleges in this province because they're that good and their programs are that good, and it's a good option for players.
I think Terry's being modest. I don't think he competes with anybody.
Well, that's true. Not much competition this year for him, that's for sure. The Bears have not lost at all in regular season and playoff action. There's the big kill, kept alive. There's the set, and Schmulin goes to the backcourt. Fauché gets that. There's the set for the big man, Desbiens. Fauché again, Desbiens again. Kept alive by the Bears to Schmulin. There's a block. Good rally going now. Good set there by Lesky, and across the court and out. And the Bears win a pretty long rally.
Good rally. A lot of pushback blocks. Some good slowdown fundamental defense. A nice pickup by Moroniak in that rally. The libero for the Bears. And then Tim Gourlay had to hit a ball outside the antenna. Nicolas Courillon jumped in front of the Grand Prix and missed the dig.
Saxton still serving. Fauché with the set. Desbiens again. And he goes long. Golden Bears hit the 20 mark.
For the second time, the head official's overruling the lines person. We're going to get a good look at it. Coming into your living room. That's a very poor call by the head official. That ball is definitely, or I'm sorry, that's the right call. My apologies. That ball looked out.
Very close. There's the set. De Grand Prix with the hit. Off the block and down. Hits yellow. Point Laval.
Yeah, a little bit of a grease ball off the tape and then underneath Lesky's arms. Lesky needs to push forward a little bit more positive space. He's pretty tilted into this seam. Ball is able to get underneath him.
Desbiens with the serve. Duraco sets for the Bears. Lesky with the attack. Levine up, and that's it. On the kill for Levine. And it's 2016.
Another transition pipe ball for Laval. They're loving on this pattern right now in transition. It's a good hard dig on the 6 pattern, good pipe shot, and a very good shot to the corner sideline by Levine. Einer.
Can they keep it alive? Free ball coming up for Laval. What'll they do? Here's a set from Fauché. Oh, Fecteau-Botan with the big slam. And Laval stays in the hunt.
He's an athletic little middle. I love that pattern. Good step, late chase, no chance.
Normally at this stage in a Bear attack, you want to play dead. But Laval's not doing that.
That's right. They're standing in and showing some heart. National final, what you got to lose.
20-17, the Alberta Golden Bears lead the Laval Rouge et Or. Third set, Bears won the first one 25-20, won the second one 25-22, and lead here 2017.
Coach Clement's taking a good look at his stat charts, trying to figure out who they think the Bears are going to go to. Getting a good look at some of the attack angles that they've picked up. That's their game plan sheets. It talks about the percentages of who gets the ball in what rotation, where they tend to hit the ball based on which patterns, and what each player will pass in each rotation. It's a good game plan sheet to use. And Pascal, I'm not sure if he's the one who invented it, but a lot of those French coaches use that same sheet.
Desbiens with the serve. Duraco sets. Saxton. Good dig by Courillon. And then the attack from de Grand Prix goes out, and the Bears hit 21.
Coach Clement looking for a net call. There's a bit of a collision between the middle and Justin Murda and Joel Schmulin, or sorry, Lesky and Schmulin. And Schmulin went down, but it looks like both of them stayed off the net effectively.
Matson into serve for the Bears. There's the set by Fauché. De Grand Prix blocked. 22-17, the Bears 3 points away from a repeat.
Great block by Justin Murda. Had a bit of a flinch in the middle here. Flinches on the set, thinks it jumps again, 2 jumps it, reaches into the seam, and he's just big.
There's the set by Duraco. And the slam for the Bears. Tim Gorley makes it 23-12. 23-17, sorry. And there's Terry Daniluk waiting to hear those magic words with apologies to Kramer. Gold, Terry, gold.
He's trying to get his freshman libero's attention, trying to tell him who to serve.
2 points away for the Golden Bears.
The young Matson is in the zone, though. He didn't even take a look at Terry.
Fauché with the set. Davian with the block. You know what's next? They're on their feet at the main gym at the U of A.
Great block by Tim Gorley here. You love seeing your fifth-year guys end their career making great plays like this. Gorley with a big roof block on Big Fred. Poetic justice. Let's get Schmulin the kill for the match.
Here's the set. DeGrom clear the block. And it's over. For the University of Alberta, the Bears are still golden. Back-to-back wins for the U of A. (25-17) in the third set. And the celebration is on.
They earned every bit of that jubilation out there. That's a great tournament. That's a great match. They played the best team the East had to offer, in my opinion, probably the #2 team in the whole country, and they took care of them 3 straight.
Joel Schmulin and Justin Murda get up for the block and start that commotion down at the bench.
From the sentimental side, Gorley had 2 points in a row, and Schmulin had the last point of his Bears career. So your fifth-year guy scored the last 3 points of your national championship match. Gotta love it.
The Bears, second year in a row, win the gold medal. The celebration continues when we return to Edmonton.
applause. 2,700 strong and a big sellout. Here we go. All right, we are going to take a minute right now to hand out the players of the match as chosen by Rich Schick, the president of the CIS Coaches Association. And we're going to make this quick. Players don't need to line up.
The handshakes all around.
The player of the
and
match
for Laval, one loss all season, and they have to settle for the silver medal. For the Golden Bears, no losses, and that's good as gold.
That's right. They earned that, and they definitely they proved it this weekend again. They're the best team in the country. They deserve to hoist that trophy here in a couple minutes. But that Laval team has no reason to hang their head, as they're the first Eastern team to medal in 8 years, and they're the first Eastern team to get in the final in a few more. So got to give them a ton of respect for having an amazing 18-0 season. Taking on all comers from the West. They played Thompson Rivers, they played Manitoba, they played Dalhousie. They took on anyone they could, and they came out the victor in every match except for tonight.
Celebration for the Bears continues. A couple of these guys might have trouble leaving the court. Joel Schmulin and Tim Gorley, their final game. What a way to finish. We talked about it earlier, Ben. They know nothing else but gold medal games. Every year they've played with the Bears, they've been in the gold medal final. 8 straight finals for the Bears. 5 straight for those 2 graduates.
That's right. Well, you know, Tim Gourlay came from a Red Deer program where he won back-to-back national championships in his first 2 years, came straight to the Bears, lost in his first year with the Bears, and then won back-to-back now. So that's 4 national championships for that young man in his career. And Joel Schmooland, I believe, has 2 to his credit, or 3 to his credit now. So, you know, and he was on the floor for the last 2. So those 2 gentlemen are very, very decorated graduating Bears from this 2008 and 9 roster.
What can you say? It's, you know, the accolades will keep coming, not just for this year, but for this program because of the consistency. And that's a word that Terry Danlick likes to use a lot. Consistency in the program, in the players, in the games, in the sets. And that's their bread and butter, and they've written that to a perfect season and a gold medal.
It's very obvious that they've set the standard in the country for the rest of the teams to try to catch. And I know from our perspective that you know, both of these programs are very respected. That Laval team is having their final meeting here. Look on the faces, you know, that's a look of disappointment, but a look of pride too. I mean, that team did everything that you want to see from them. They came out here, they performed well, they found their way into the final, knocking off some really good teams en route, including McMaster and Winnipeg, and they find their way into the final and just got beat by the best team in the country. That's no reason to hang your head, and they got to be proud of their season.
Emotional loss for Laval. They head to the dressing room. The Bears head to the celebration. And nobody's going home.
Yeah, a little bit surprising. You know, you sometimes expect to see the impartial fans, you know, not the diehards, you know, just take off and go out and have their Saturday evening or Sunday evening. But almost to a person, this place is still capacity, waiting to see the trophy raising ceremony.
Brandon Bobcats have now made their way onto the court as well as they're the bronze medal winners from earlier today. Canada West had taken all 3 medals for 8 years in a row. The East, their best performance in a long time at this tournament.
That's right, with McMaster, Dalhousie, and Laval all advancing. Or sorry, Dalhousie almost advancing with their battle with Brandon, who eventually wins the bronze medal. And then both Laval and McMaster advancing and meeting in the semi is a very good state of affairs for Eastern CIS volleyball. Here we go with the all-star team. So far, Joel Small and Andrew Coral have been named. Nathan Gronfeld is joining them.
A lot of great performances this weekend.
Yeah, the talent in this country is in a good spot right now. You know, you're looking at those 3 or 4 guys standing out there already. Nathan Gronfeld, Joel Small, Olivier Fauché, all spend a lot of time in their summers with the national program. Andrew Coral had another great season, leading Canada West in assists for 2 consecutive years. Freddie Desbiennes been involved with our national programs at the junior level, and I'm sure he'll be back at some point with, you know, after taking a bit of a hiatus.
From the University of Alberta Golden Bears, number 1, Mike.
I think we'll get some green and black shirts out here now.
Yeah, Mike DeRock is well deserving. His team is the best defensive team here, and that's a tribute to their setting.
Adding to his already impressive resume in his 5th year, playing his final game tonight for the University of Alberta Golden Bears, the 2009 championship tournament most valuable.
They're making a path for the big man over there. He's getting a gold medal and a can of shaving cream.
That's right. Does it get better in your 5th year? CIS Player of the Year, CIS Championship MVP, CIS National Championship banner. It's a great season for Joel.
All right. In recognition of team sportsmanship with the duration of the championship tournament, the host University of Alberta and Canadian Inter-University Sport wish to recognize this player for the RWP Fair Play Award to the Brandon Bobcats as a team. Brandon Bobcats captains, if we can get you to accept the award. And the award is presented by Barry Miller. The award for fair play was chosen by the officials. In recognition of fair play, it goes to the Brandon Bobcats.
Now to present the championship team awards. The medals, bronze, silver, and gold. Please welcome Canadian Inter-University Sport CEO, Marg McGregor.
That's what it's all about. That's what they played for this weekend.
Dr. Mike Mann.
You've held that? Spent some time with it?
Actually, this is a new one. This is the one that they brought in after we held the ones that we had. So not that one, but one that kind of looks like it. It's an exciting moment when you get to hoist that trophy, though.
Bronze medals being handed out right now to the Brandon Bobcats. You know, Brandon wins bronze, Alberta wins gold, and Laval loses gold. Silver medal's always a tough one to win because you don't win your last game.
It's always exciting to end the season on a win, but you know, the age-old debate, would you rather win bronze or lose silver? I think Laval really has to look at themselves in the mirror tonight and tomorrow and the rest of this off-season and feel like they've won silver. That's a great battle, and they just lost to a very, very talented team.
Brandon decorated in bronze, Laval getting their silver medals as well. And waiting very patiently, the Alberta Golden Bears.
They can wait all night long for all they care. They know what's coming at the end of it.
Emphasis on golden.
That's right. Really impressed. I had a chance to see Laval play last Christmas in a Christmas tournament. We got to play against them, and they were good then. They soundly beat our Spartan squad, but from what I've seen this tournament, man, that team has improved a tremendous amount. That's a tribute to the coaching staff and the discipline and dedication of that Laval team. They really had a good showing this weekend. Again, not dropping a set until tonight.
Those silver medals don't feel very good right now, as we talked about, but a little bit later on, they'll look back at this weekend, and as you say, we won silver.
Anytime you have a chance to compete for the national championship, it's a time to be proud of your season. And yeah, your heart breaks, but that's only because you cared so much.
And now the presentation to the Golden Bears. Ben Saxton gets his gold. Handshakes and smiles all around.
Gentleman handing out the medals is athletic director for U of A, Dale Shula. Dale's son Aaron played for the Bears and you know, for a number of years, also with the Red Deer Kings, and won national championships with both schools. Now the current coach of the Red Deer Kings. They may run out of medals with the number of Bears standing down there.
I'd like to call upon the captains of the University of Alberta Golden Bears to please step forward and accept the trophy for the CIS
Who gets it?
Championship
Mike Duraco.
tonight. And also accept
Along with Joel Schmulin, who takes it first. And up it goes.
Champions, your University of Alberta Golden Bears!
A big mug and a big banner and a gold medal. Pretty good weekend for the Alberta Golden Bears.
That's a great moment. Those are some special athletes out there holding up the hardware.
He said, "Who wants it next?" And he just heard 12 guys say, "I do."
Congratulations. Well done, gentlemen. To our silver medalists, University of Laval Rouge #4. Fantastic. And to our gold medalists, 2009 CIS champions, University of Alberta Golden Bears. Thank you, everyone.
To all those young volleyball players out there watching for this, this is why you lift all those weights in the summer. This is why you go in for those extra rep sessions. This is why you do everything right, sleeping right, eating right.
You're saying that's a heavy trophy?
Wow.
One quick note. The CIS championships.
All right, let's go down courtside now, and here's Stephanie Raddatz.
The Pandas will take center stage.
Welcome Coach, it was a tough loss, but your first loss of the season. How difficult was this game?
Well, you know, I think Alberta is a great team. You know, one have two loss, and tonight they were the best team. I mean, they serve very, very hard, and they push us in the trouble all the time in our passing. We haven't been able to reach a standard to win that game, so I just can say congratulations to that team.
But what do you think of your team coming out of this evening? I mean, they've had a really great season.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is what I told them. I mean, it's over, it's bad, but we have to think about what we've done, not only this year, but since 7 years, you know, to reach the level, to play in the final. It's sad, but that's sports, that's okay.
But a silver medal, that's not half bad. Congratulations on coming second.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Back to you, Morley and Ben.
All right, there's a guy who's been around for a long time with this program, 17 years as coach. He's got some gold medals. He's got a silver medal this year, and as he says, that's sports. You win some, you lose some.
That's right, and you know that's the words of a very veteran, very experienced, and very talented coach. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes it rains.
Ben Saxton, he's got the banner. Running out of room here in this gym for banners. Let's go back down to Stephanie, this time with the winning coach.
Well, Coach, we talked before the game, and you said it was just another game. That's how you're playing it, but it really wasn't. It was a big win for you here today. What did it feel like to win the gold in front of this huge crowd?
I can only answer it simply. I feel a little bit of relief for a team that's worked so hard and been good since the beginning of the year till the end. But I just feel a lot of happiness for them. It's been a very committed group in the gym, in the weight room, and for a team that knew they were going to be hosting this match, they never let up all year. They played tough right from the first day, and I can't say anything but great things about them.
Your team really has had a great year. I mean, not only winning the championships, but basically winning the entire season. What's so special about this team that makes it such a winning team?
I think I can only summarize that by saying it is a team. There's a lot of very good players, and a lot of guys carried a lot of weight. And I know Joel got a lot of accolades, but if you look through the statistics all through the year, I mean, our setter set us to almost a 40% efficiency, which in volleyball is almost unheard of, and we had 5 guys in the top 10 in efficiency, and it was just a full team effort. I think the word is team. This is not a group of individual guys. They started bonding together early, and they stayed tight the whole way through.
And what do you think that this big win does for the legacy of volleyball here in Alberta?
Oh, I don't know. The legacy is a big word. I think the fact that this group was able to do what they did should be the main focus right now, and they should enjoy it.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on the big win. Back to you, Morley and Ben.
Like a good coach, always looking at the small picture. Whether he wants to talk about it or not, there's a pretty good legacy here at the U of A for volleyball.
No, that's right. I mean, and with some of the talented players that they have on their bench, ready to take over some of those holes next year, it's a Bears team that's going to be around for a long time, you know. But they've set the standard, and now it's up to the rest of the nation to try to catch up and match and perfect what the Bears have forged ahead with.
And they've done it in a system where you have to rotate players in and out. You get them for 5 years if you're lucky, and some leave every year, and you got to bring the new ones in, and it's a great system, and the new players seem to fill that void every year.
That's right, and Terry mentioned it. Whenever this Alberta program has had their best teams, these are the years they've won. Whenever they've had the best talent, they haven't always won, you know. And so this year's team, he said it, it's a very good team. They play a good brand of volleyball. They look like they really enjoy each other, and they play the game the right way, and it's a team to be respected, and the way they approach the game. It's a model that other teams should try to follow.
He does. He's big on the team word. He does a lot of team building exercises. Always starts the year with either a retreat or a trip, and went out to the Okanagan to start the season this year, and it ends with a championship. Let's go down to Stephanie one more time.
All right, a big win here this evening in front of a pretty ecstatic crowd. What does it feel like to have that gold medal around your neck?
It's amazing. It's just, there's no words that can explain the feeling that we're all feeling right now. It's just great.
And player of the game, I mean, what do you think that you did to earn player of the game in this huge game?
I just played like myself. I trusted my teammates to help me out, and things went our way.
And what do you think of those teammates?
They're the best. They're the best. We have a special team, and everyone contributed tonight, and that's why we won.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on the big win. Back to Morley and Ben.
All right, Steph, thanks very much. Tim Gorley, one of the graduating players for the Golden Bears, and again, we talked about it a lot. He knows nothing more. Like it's a gold medal game every year. It's winning every year, and they wrap up his final season with a perfect season and a gold medal.
But in my opinion, and I've said it all season long, he's the glue. He may not be the high-profile guy like Schmuland, or he may not be the largest jumper hitter or on the beach national team, but that is the glue to this team, and he earned every bit of that game MVP.
We're going back to the court. Stephanie has got Mr. Schmuland.
All right, well, we're here with the man of the hour, as it were. What does it feel like, first off, to win this big game?
I don't even know yet. It's going to hit me in a couple days, I hope. Maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. But right now it's indescribable. I hope it just keeps going that way. I made so many memories this year. Playing at home is just a dream. To actually win is even more of a dream. It's amazing.
And you mentioned the incredible year that you've had. Personally, you've had quite the year as well. What does it feel to come away with all these awards and the medal and the whole works?
I can't really take credit for all that. This is such a team sport. My team helped me out. Mike sent me great balls all year long, and without them I couldn't have done it. And it's such a great feeling to be nominated for those things.
Well, once again, Player of the Year and the gold medal. It seems like you've got a lot of things going for you, so that begs the question, what's with the beard?
Beard was a little bit of a joke. Last year, since we knew we were housing, we knew that we were in nationals, so I said I'd grow a beard from when I started the team, and turns out it works out pretty good so far, and we definitely won with it, so now I get to get rid of it.
And I understand you're actually getting rid of it for a good cause, is that correct?
Yeah, I think next weekend I'm going to try to organize something and shave it for cancer, raise money for cancer at the Pandas hockey game, I believe, here.
Perfect. It sounds like everyone's going to benefit from your win then. Thank you very much, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, back to Morley and Ben.
Thanks, Stephanie. That's a big beard. That's a big man. That's a pretty good volleyball player. And we just heard from the two veterans on this team, and they will not take credit for anything. Everything goes to the teammates.
Again, it's just another example of what great teams are capable of doing. And I'm sure if we interviewed some of the Laval players and asked them those types of things, they would have said the same thing. When you see two great teams like this line up, those are the types of personality traits and character that comes out of these great teams.
Well, what a weekend it was here at the University of Alberta. The Golden Bears come into the weekend as the #1 seed, playing in their own building. They did not disappoint anyone. They did not lose a set. Two graduating players leave, and they'll leave with gold medals. For Ben Josephson and Stephanie Raddatz, it's been a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Good night from Edmonton.